Alright. This is FTL. I've played it before. That was a long time ago, though. And this is probably going to be a more organized series than that, because before I just played randomly, kind of. This time I'm going to be pretending I just kind of deleted my save file, so I actually have a mod loaded. Hang on, I'm gonna Alright, got that fixed. I'm basically just gonna pretend that I deleted my save file, and I'm only going to use ships that I technically have unlocked. Unless there are no new ships, I'll just go in this right arrow order. So I'm just gonna start with the starter ship, the Kestrel. It's a pretty good for being starter. Normally in games, the starter stuff isn't that great, but here it's pretty decent. This is going to be normal mode with advanced edition enabled. That's what I normally play on now. I used to play on easy mode, but recently I've changed over. Play on normal mode more. So the goal is to get a quest cruiser or 2 of these achievements. Now I have to remember this one, because this isn't going to give me an alert if I get it. So I'll have to keep track and see if I have 11 systems. So, the goal of the game, if you didn't know, you just gotta get to Sector 8 and deliver vital information, but once you get there, you learn it's a little more than just delivering information. Basically, if we die, the Federation is doomed to fail, and we gotta stop the rebel. Whenever you start a game, you get a tip. These aren't that important for me, since I've played the game so many times before. So, generally, what you saw there is the first thing you want to do when you start a game is power up your weapons, because they won't be powered. Take a power out of the med bay, since you don't need it on. Your crew won't constantly need healing, but they will constantly need oxygen. Now, generally, your first goal on an average ship should be to get the 2nd level of shields, or the 4th level in terms of power bars, because that can actually make you invincible to some ships. So this is the first sector. It looks good to start out with. So we don't want to go here, because this leads to nowhere. And what you want to do is you want to take the longest possible route to the exit beacon while still, but you're on a timer, because like the tip that we got at the beginning talked about that. It said talked about the rebel fleet. So this event is a pirate event. And this is actually pretty interesting. They're giving an augment, which are pretty good because they're more rare. They're kind of like up. I could probably get more scrap if I just try to kill them, so that's what I'm going to do. And here we are, the combat screen. These guys are not that strong. Most of these Sector 1 enemies aren't. Do have a missile, which hit an empty room, so we're fine. So they're actually trying to run away. If they run away, then I can't kill them. Alright, so that's not actually that great of a reward. Oh, but we did get stuff. Unfortunately, the crew and the pirate's target are dead, but we still get stuff, so yeah, I can't go there because that just leads to a dead end. Oh no, they have a hacking drone and have hacked our engines, meaning we can't dodge. Ah, they hit my shield anyway. Now they tried to hit my engines, which are currently being hacked, so it's not that effective. And they hit my shields again, which is annoying, because I can't really do anything when they target the shields straight up. Alright, yeah, I have 50 scrap, so now I can get those limit 2 shield barriers. Which is very helpful, because that makes a lot of ships completely useless. Oh, we're at a sun beacon. Basically, it's gonna set us on fire. So here, these guys can't hurt us because of the 2 shield bars. So that was a good choice. Now, if you don't have shields, you're gonna take a lot more damage from the sun. But I have shields. He has shield, or not anymore, so he's gonna take more damage from the solar flare. I gotta hit the engines. Should be good. Yeah. I'm gonna send a med bay to heal. So now they're all gray. They're blast doors. And they broke my sensors, so I can't see anymore. There might be source. Oh god, they managed to break it. Okay. Alright. Hopefully the oxygen is, yes, there it is. Ooh, that is a good offer. Let's see if I can get that. No, I got hit in the oxygen. That's bad. And there's a hole. They put a breach in it, which means there's just a hole in the ship. Which is really annoying when they do that in the oxygen room. Ooh boy. This is bad. Okay. Alright. We open all of the doors. Now, one thing I will say is don't hit the doors twice, because that will open airlocks, and then your ship will lose oxygen instantly like that. Oh, okay, that's an interesting event. This event has disabled our shields by about half. So, luckily I have at least some shields. Okay, so these guys are a bit nasty because they actually can get through the shields. So, if this is a burst laser, then it will have a charge time of 11 seconds, meaning it will most likely pair up with the beam well. But if it's a dual laser, it'll have 10 seconds. It will not pair up well with the beam. So hopefully... No, okay, well... Enemy targeting with B weapons is not very good. In fact, enemies just aren't very smart in general. They will constantly fire when they can. So this is a defense drone. The description tells you what it does. It shoots down anything. Unlike the defense drone Mark II, it will not shoot down everything. It will only shoot down things like missiles, but I managed to disable it. So I can now shoot it with my missile. Now here's something. Whereas before, the enemy that was trying to run away, he was trying to get away from him. So this guy is actually going to warn about the rebel fleet. And if he does that, they speed up at double the speed. I think just for 1, but sometimes it can even be like 2. I don't think there's anything where it's 3. Oh, they have a teleporter as well, so that's nasty. I'm just gonna try and shoot out their piloting. So it seems like my guy isn't actually winning this fight, so I'm gonna send him to the med bay. Alright, he's healed up enough. Oh, okay. That guy left, so... Now I can heal my captain, or not captain. Technically speaking, you as the player are the captain. My pilot. Yeah, that's what I should say. I'm going to get 5. See, at the end, here's the world map. So basically, we gotta go from here to here, and when we get to here, we instantly get 10 repairs and 10 fuel. Now first we have to choose where to go. And I'm thinking rock or engine controlled, because those are the only options. Out of the two, the one that's better right now might be the engine controlled, because rock controlled have a lot more ships that can just... So what I was looking for there is a specific event, and I was checking. It actually appears in both areas, but it's better to go for NG. And this could actually be it right here. No. Okay, that was unfortunate. I was kind of hoping. It is just, I believe it's a distress beacon. Ah, this is pretty good. We can get a new crew member from this Mantis guy. Picking human is the best option. If you pick a Mantis in the blue option, then you don't get anything. Actually, you do get some, but... We got Smith, the Mantis. Mantis are good fighters and extra fast, but they're bad at repairing. Or, doors. There's a store there, which is good. I want to go to that, so I can sell all the drones I have. So, they added a quest marker to the map, which is pretty good. They often have, you know, rewards. So, it's worth, you always want to try and go to those. Now, here we're at a store. I think this is the first store. We can buy drones, but we don't have a drone system, and I don't plan on getting one. So I'm gonna sell these guys. We can buy systems, we can hire crew, we can buy drones, we can also buy weapons and augmentations. Now, personally, you want to try and just get crew without buying them. It's better to get them, you know, technically for free. Here I'm gonna get a hacking module, I think. These take drone parts to launch, but they're very powerful, especially when used on the shields. So now I have this, so I don't have to worry about getting it later on in the game. Moving on to this beacon. This guy's trying to get missile weapons, but... we don't really have the missiles to send them since I am using the Artemis. Enemies have a completely different Artemis missile weapon that requires 2 power and takes 1 less second. Alright, so this fight looks pretty easy. Now, one thing you can do off ships like this, since they're so weak, you can actually just sit here for like a really long time and just grind your experience for your crew members. I don't really feel like doing that because that takes a long time, so I'm just gonna start shooting it. Now these guys have one of the best viable systems. Because technically every system is viable, but most ships don't have this. A cloaking, which is extremely good against the final boss of the game. Because yes, you do fight a boss. These guys, unlike the other guys, have weapons I can buy. In fact, I can actually buy the burst laser too, and I kind of want to do that. They have a hull repair drone, which is good if you're not on Advanced Edition. Because you are limited in systems on Advanced Edition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the burst laser. Because having 2 burst lasers is very good. Unfortunately, I can't use it yet, but if I need to get through shields, I can use the hacking drone. So it seems like I was not able to find the event I wanted to, which is unfortunate. Because it was an event that lets you get a ship. Ooh. Okay, he's going into weapons. So here, luckily, these guys can't harm us. This is a pike beam. It's a really long beam. It has like a really good range. I think it could probably get to like, you could probably get from like here to the med bay if like they're. Now the defense drone will actually shoot down hacking drones, but you can actually depower the hacking drone, and it'll just instantly stop in midair, and the defense drone will miss. I guess I could talk about this ship. This is an NG ship. They're basically just circles. In the game's files, they're called, like, circle cruisers. So you can ask for more repairs from these guys, but it's not working, really, because we wouldn't get the full deal out of it. NG Homeworlds. This is probably the better option since it has more events, or does it? I'm not sure, but it has a chance of having another ship quest. Although I do not have the requirements for it, but I could get the requirements for it here. So one thing I need is fuel. I'm getting low on fuel. There. So you can buy fuel. And these guys are selling Ion Blast, which is a decent weapon, and a Heavy Laser, which is a good early game weapon. And the Burst Laser 3, which isn't all that great. So now I can power both Burst Lasers, which is very good. Because it just can destroy shields. Now here you can see the Mantis is repairing very slowly. But I'm not too worried about it, because I don't need the shields to be up. Now they're surrendering, but their surrender, it doesn't offer really what I need. If they had had more fuel, I probably would have accepted. So I'm actually going to end the first part here. I actually went a little too far. I was actually going to end, I was really going to end this when I entered this sector. But I got a little too fast there. So the main plan was do two sectors per video, because that divides evenly into 4 videos if I get through the whole thing. So that's it for part 1 of the Kestrel. I was going to do this video earlier, but I didn't have time, so I didn't do it. So I'm gonna leave it just here, and then continue on in part 2 of the Kestrel.